Hey Rangers, welcome back to another video, and today I am going to be looking at the SPD Omega and Uniforce Cycle that came out a long time ago, but we're going to do it. Anyway, let's jump in. If you like this sort of content and you want to see more, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, as well as that cheeky notification bell to be notified when more videos drop. So we have this really nice picture of the Omega Ranger. It's the is it the only one that really has no kind of like window that you can see? But you can see here, he's on his cycle. A lovely thing there. This is what you can pose him in. There's another one there. At the top is just blue, and at the bottom is just how to attach or make the unicycle. So with that, we're going to jump straight into it. And yeah, let's open up this bad boy and have a look inside. And here is the Omega Ranger. So we can see that we've got Omega Ranger there, we've got his cycle, we've got the different parts for the cycle, a lightning hand for some strange reason. They do love their lightning hands, don't they? They really do. But yeah, that's what you get kind of quickly if you wanted to have a look straight out the box. So here he is, here is the Omega Ranger. And straight off the bat, you can see there's quite a few things. One thing I notice is a little bit of the paint application up here, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I think kind of it needs to be a little bit better. We have the kind of V shape, which is way too big. It's meant to be a lot thinner, but from the looks of it, meh. One thing I will say right here that I'm not a huge fan of is his arms come out like here. I would kind of like them to be kind of like more closer to his body, but I think it's just because of the way that the arms are made. So it's fine when you look at it, but for me, I'd love it if it was a lot closer. The SPD buckle is in the right way. It's also got SPD, so it's not anywhere bad. So it's not going to go like it's off center, so that's fine. It looks very bland and you can't see it. I think I would like to see a little bit of paint, like a little bit of black, so I could see the outlines. But from the rest of it, that's fine. I always like the fact with Omega Ranger, the little kind of like, how is it, radio thing that he's got. I kind of like it. If we move the Ranger to the side, we can see that he's got SPD painted here, and then it's just blue here, but it goes down this side on him there, which is just basically gold, and we can see some wrinkles around about. On his wrist, we have a Morpher. Now this does kind of pop out, so just be careful when taking out the box. You just have to push it in. The Morpher's not painted, which I'm kind of okay with. I would like it if they were, but because they're too fiddly, I can understand. But there is detail, if you can see it, roundabout on there, which is good for me. Moving down to the legs, we can see that they're perfectly fine. It's the wrinkles as normal. The boots look okay. We've got the gold going all the way down the leg, as you can see there. And it's absolutely fine. We can see that there is the trademark Sentai boot, which is on that one, which is good. I will say this, like, I know obviously it doesn't add much to it, but they could have been white, they could have been painted, even though they're blue there. I think maybe you could have had some sort of double kind of joint pin thing right there. So that's not really annoying me, but it's just kind of out of character a bit. Looking at the back, very basic, blue, white, gold right there, and that's particularly it for that one. So looking at the back, it's very basic. There is really nothing there. It's just blue on one side, white on the other, bit of gold, and then obviously the helmet is a bit gold around the top. And then if we look at the side, we can see that you've got the markers for where the lights would be. And then that's pretty much it that you get for the Ranger. Now I'm sure that if we look here, like this is meant to kind of go round, or that's meant to go down one side. So if they've missed the paint off, then I'm wondering why, because it does look like it could carry on. But yeah, I think that's it for the look of the figure. Let's move on to the articulation test. Looking at the figure, I'm hoping that it's fine. So the feet are very kind of, you always get this kind of crunchy sound. I don't know if you can hear it from the mic, but yeah, it's always this kind of crunch sound. The legs now, when pulling them back, it feels again like they're in Play-Doh. I always think that, but they move up okay. Let's move the legs back. So the legs move around that way. You have the torso. butterfly joints. That's easy if I switch it to here. So they do, see, if they can go up that way, they could easily pop down there. Now this one, it feels like that's it. So it's weird how this one here moves all the way up. So maybe it's because you have to have it like that. So it's weird. See, now that it, God damn it, Hasbro. Like, not even that one. It's like that one can go near him there, but that one, no. So I'm gonna have a play with it and see if, again, if it's just something like just the joints that's a bit off. So I find that very weird that that arm there isn't the best. The hands do kind of turn around, but you have to be careful because of the Morpher. And then that one turns around like that. The Morpher does come out like that, but it's very kind of flimsy. And the head moves around like so, moves up and down. There is no other head, as we know. I really wish they include like a ball of light. But yeah, that's pretty much the figure at the moment. So this is the Uniforce Cycle, and it does look really cool. I was very surprised that he got this. I generally was. I didn't think that we would get a vehicle like this, so it's kind of really nice. Now, I don't want to add in the extra stuff, which is basically the handles and stuff like that, because I have a feeling that once you attach it, you can't take it out. Very like the Morpher and the plate. So for this one, they're saying right there. But I really like the bike. I love the detail to it. I think it looks absolutely kind of stunning. The blues, the reds, the blacks and the whites, the silver, gold, all of it really blends in. I kind of don't know if you can actually move that. But obviously you can set it down, you can't see. But you can set it down so this thing here kind of works well. I just think it'd be kind of cool, like, and obviously you can, oh, hang on, let me adjust this. You can move it if you want to, like that. So when he's on his like bike, you can have it like that. It's got another wheel, that's kind of cool. So you could have him sat there and then have him move about if you want to do some stop motion. But majority is that they've left it so it literally can like stand there, which I think is a really, really nice touch. Pretty much there we go. That's him kind of sitting on it if you wanted to see it. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, but he hasn't got the accessory parts and stuff. But effectively, that's pretty much what he would kind of look like very quickly on there. So yeah, it's a generally really nice figure for that. And there we go. If you just want to see it kind of close up, that he has the kind of lightning hand, which is fine. It reminds me of ice on this one for some strange reason. And there we go, there is his other hand right there. Now, one thing that I didn't mention is that you've got all this detail around. Like you've got the dots there, you've got the kind of like the spat, is it, that's on there. But I generally kind of think it's kind of cool that they do put a lot of detail. I just kind of wish that if it's white on white, a little bit of like black wash or something would work really, really, really well. Like you can kind of see it on this one because there's a bit more ruffles on the hand here. I can't see it because of the camera, but I'm hoping it does kind of pick it up. One thing I will add in is I've never really done it before. It's always been flex, but you can actually turn the body around. So that actually gives it a little bit kind of more posability, and there is a bit of a click. I don't want to do it too much because I don't want it to snap. But yeah, I do kind of really like that and wanted to add that particular part in. And there he is. There is the Omega Ranger. Now this figure isn't too bad. I think some of the paint is quite missing a little bit. Like I noticed around about here that it's faded. Like I generally thought that when I put my finger on it, that when I was posing him and stuff, that I'd actually wiped some of the paint off, but it looks like it's a bit of a default. Even around about some of like the paint around here is kind of gone. Now I'm not complaining much about it because again, we've had quite a lot when it comes to like paint and stuff like that. One thing is I would really have liked him to come with like maybe more hands, maybe something like a fist, so I can actually pose him properly rather than like open hands and lightning hands and stuff like that. It just feels like if you have this one particular hand, this one could have been a fist and it would have worked a bit better. Now, the good things about this is I really do like the bike that he comes with, the Uniforce Cycle. I think that is a very, very nice touch. And he does also come with a data card, if you can see it there. Because it's not noticeable, I didn't really kind of mention it. But yeah, it does come with like a small data card that he can capture bad guys in and stuff like that. I think the main focuses on this is literally the figure and then the Uniforce Cycle. I think these are two of the most nicest things that you can get with it. I'm glad that they brought out this Ranger. It means that obviously I can add it to the SPD lot, which is going to be fun. But yeah, apart from that, it's an okay figure. It's possibly one that I may have skipped, but because I'm collecting the entire range so far, I wanted to add it. I do like the costume. I do like some of the poses you can do with the Ranger, but it's not on my kind of list of like, I could have picked this up much later on if he was still about. So I'm going to leave it there. What are your thoughts on the Omega Ranger? Do you like it? Do you not? Let me know down below in the comments. And if you like this sort of content and you want to see more, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, as well as a cheeky notification bell to be notified when more videos drop. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.